What's up, guys? Welcome back to Funcast, episode 8. Our guest today is 90-second Mycology. A lot of you have probably been taught by him. He does a lot of texts that don't require pressure cookers, uh, is on many different platforms, and just spreads his love through knowledge. He's a great friend of mine. Welcome to the cast, 90.
I'm happy to finally be on. I know there's just been so much going on. I've got to catch up on a lot of recordings with people. And this is technically the first one. The whole new 90 setup here behind me. I don't know if you have it expanded on your side, but eventually, whenever I do more recordings and stuff, we'll see what's going on back here. This is great because a lot of people know recently the original 90 YouTube channel is gone. It's gone forever.
That
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
No way to get it back because that's just how YouTube is. And the problem was, I have all of my hard copy video files, but I didn't save anything like the thumbnails and stuff. So
Oh
I'm
no.
I'm working on a whole new method. Everyone's saying try Rumble, Odyssey. I've got 90-second Mycology 2.0 up on YouTube right now, so it's like go subscribe to that. There's nothing on it yet, but I was just advised I should probably still keep a presence on YouTube because so many people have watched my videos, no pressure cooker techs, and then they go on
Yeah,
and make their
man.
own. Like, look at Rookie Mycologist, came out of the gate, man, he blew up, he's awesome. A lot of 90-second Mycology references in his videos, and now there's really nowhere for them to go check it out
You
until I
definitely
get
gotta
everything
stay on
else.
the YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks that it super sucks that they took down your channel. There's so many different people doing the same thing on YouTube.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's why I don't know how I was singled out or how my channel was selected. I have no idea. But, all I can do is keep on keeping on. It could be a blessing in disguise. This is all part of it, getting the word out
man,
there.
that's definitely it. Definitely, just take it as a blessing in disguise. Your second channel is going to come back stronger than ever.
Yeah,
And
and I don't want to
you're
just
on
be
other
limited.
platforms as well. You have the Patreon as well, right?
Yeah, that's the number one thing I've been trying to promote right now. Patreon.com/90-second mycology. A lot of people are confused because they thought that they would join Patreon and immediately see the video library that was deleted. The videos I have on Patreon were exclusive videos that were deleted from YouTube, plus a brand new one, the microwave tech. Stuff that was deleted from YouTube back when YouTube was still up. So it doesn't mean that it was everything that's been deleted now. That's why
Yeah.
I want to expand the library to other websites. Whatever was free, I call it the free archive, whatever was on YouTube. Rumble, Odyssey, all these other sites.
And you're gonna
Back
do it,
some,
man.
I
You're
don't
gonna
know,
do it.
like it's a whole strategy I'm trying to work on. Like there's just so much going on.
Do you got a question for you, man. Do you do you drink your coffee? First off, do you drink coffee?
I do.
Do
Not all
you
the
drink
time.
your coffee with cream?
Sometimes I do.
What's your go-to cup of coffee? Sound like
So, go-to cup of coffee would be nice strong. I like it strong, bitter, maybe just a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar. And only once in a while I'm in the mood for like a really creamy, milky coffee, but also frozen coffee as well. Iced coffee.
oh, dude, frappuccinos. Whew.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what I mean? I'll fuck a frappuccino up, dude.
You seen the ones they sell in the stores from Starbucks, the Starbucks Frappuccinos?
The
If
little
you
glass
actually,
bottle ones.
yeah, if you just
Those
blend up
things,
some ice and dump those in there, that's
dude.
the
Those
right
things
way
are
to drink them.
good.
Yeah.
They're like 100% sugar though.
Yeah, that's the problem. I drink a lot of the Celsius energy drink. I buy the powder
Yeah.
form for water bottles and stuff.
Oh, like the little
So,
Mio thing.
well, it's yeah, but it's like little powder packets.
Oh, the powder
So,
packet. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that stuff's good. Celsius is good, man. Fucking heck. So what's up? You got any projects you've been working on or anything lately?
Yeah, so the biggest project, well, the biggest project that took over now was re-uploading my library to various websites. But the second project everyone was excited for was the Ziploc Tech video. I promoted that a long time
I
ago, a
remember
few
that
times on
video.
all my different channels and stuff, my different avenues. So that's the next, what I like to say, the next major motion picture from 90 that's going to be coming soon. Otherwise, I'm still just working on like filler content. I've got Agar over there that's colonizing that I've been filming a little thing for, and just trying to get caught up into the world of the mushroom making, mushroom content creating, because I still work a normal job. Like I told everyone now, I'm off Thursdays and Fridays now. So today's my day off. We're recording now on a Thursday, 2 p.m.
He's
Um,
here finally.
so if
And
man,
your
if
dad
I
too,
could,
right? Little
yeah,
baby 90 going on.
yeah, a lot of stuff going on. The 90 family. I couldn't imagine if this was my only income source and I only relied on YouTube and that was gone. I don't know what to do. It didn't make that much. I only made like 900 bucks a month before taxes, but still, even after taxes, at the end of the year, it's a good chunk of
Anything helps,
change.
you know what I mean?
And
Anything
it all went right back into the channel. All this stuff here, on top of just saving money and hard work. If
Yeah,
people don't
man,
know,
we
I'm a
love your
local truck
content, bro.
driver.
I'm sorry.
I said if people don't know what I do is I'm just a local truck driver here around Florida. So I make decent money and I've got decent benefits for the family. That's why I can't just quit and pursue mushrooms full time because I've got just good stuff going on with the job. And just like anyone else, the mushroom stuff started as a hobby, like feng shui. I'm sure you were just like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah,
And
I
then
had
it just
no
became,
no plan to even freaking start the business. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It kind of
one day you
started
just wake up.
itself.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
But it's
But
like it's
yeah,
great, man. How does that, speaking of that, how does that make you feel? How does it make you to be such a pillar part of the community, as far as like teaching people how to do hobbyist mycology?
it feels good. And I received a lot of support when the channel was deleted. A lot of people, there's so many people that get outraged. It's as much as I was, and it was my channel. A lot of people were freaking out, telling me how much I've helped them and how much my videos have helped them. And now that they're actually just all gone at the moment on the internet side, I still have them on my end, obviously.
Yeah,
But to receive that support from people, like people will message me and say, "Hey, I don't know where I'd be today if I didn't first find your videos, the Uncle Ben's subreddit, which is where a lot of people first found my videos, which is how my YouTube first blew up, was through that subreddit." They're like, completely changed my life. I was able to start my own microdosing regimen, tons of other things, and it's like I'm just one guy here in a house, and you have all these people that reach out to you and tell them how their life was changed. And it's just me. I was filming videos in my kitchen in an apartment. But now it's a whole new setup, but I just want to continue that on. I just want to continue teaching people. And like we brought up before, everybody who makes mushroom videos online, everyone has their own vibe. Some people might like my videos, some people might like PGT's better than mine, some people might like Rookie's videos better than mine. So everyone has like their own little
yeah,
choice of, hey, I want to watch those or I want to watch those. And it's just people have been so nice.
and it's all
Especially,
freaking, it's all like good knowledge for the most part, right? I feel like all of us, when I say all of us, all of you guys, you've done the work, and put in that effort of reading all of the articles and doing all that stuff. So now you're giving out the texts that have worked, for you.
and yeah,
It's
speaking of that, so the side of people that appreciate the teaching, there's also the haters, of course, right? There's haters that absolutely hate
Yeah,
the
the
Uncle
haters
Ben
are gonna
tech.
I secretly love you though.
Right. It's like if you hate it so much, why are you still watching our videos and commenting on everything?
And
So,
sharing all
you
the
know,
posts.
especially because I I do a lot of no pressure cooker stuff. There's a lot you can do in mycology without a pressure cooker. You can get the same flush of mushrooms without a pressure cooker that you can with a pressure cooker. So that upset a lot of people. Some of the diehards, like, oh my God, get a pressure cooker right away. Oh my God, you can't, nothing's gonna work unless you get a pressure cooker. This guy sucks. Don't watch his videos. And then you see success story after success story with just one of these rice bags.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, even I sell grains and substrate, but I'm not. I've never knocked you, not once. I think you know, I really like to put emphasis on the fact that there's so many different ways of doing this, right? You don't have to have you don't have to put grains in a bag and then do that and do this. Some people don't have the space for all of the gear that it takes to make
Yeah, that
even
too.
grain bags. Even for myself, like it was like when I started this, I was in
Exactly.
a one bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
One pressure cooker is a 23 quart pressure cooker is fairly large when you have like you know
that takes up a lot of space.
so if you could do something, if you want to do something, then do it, like, and you can get it done without necessarily having to get all of that stuff, or don't want to go through somebody else for doing something. That freaking get it done. Like I say, pretty much in every video, there's so many ways to skin a cat. Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm here for. It's just, what I can do is I'll plug that Fungstraight is an affiliate with 90 Second Mycology. So if you go to my website, 90secondmycology.com/links, and you jump to my affiliate section, you'll see my link with Fungstraight as well as the discount code 5% off. Because what you do with 90 second rice bags, you can do with a vendor like Fungstraight. You can get your bag of grains and your bag of substrate, inoculate the grains with your syringe from one of the other 90 affiliates, get the colonized grain, mix it with the substrate from Fungstraight, and you've got the same thing with no pressure cooker. So other people can do the pressure cooking, but you don't really need one to grow mushrooms. There's many ways
and
around a pressure cooker.
gosh, it's so much easier to not have to deal with the pressure cooker. To be honest,
I agree. That's one thing, well, one reason why I prefer no pressure cooker techs is that you have to wait for the big thing to boil, then you got to wait for it to get up to pressure, then you got to put the weight on it. Then you have to wait for the pressure to build back up to get the weight moving. Then you got to level it out. When you can just start boiling water, get whatever going that you wanted to, like my no pressure cooker popcorn tech, the lazy boy tech with the brown rice, which was a variation of broke boy tech, that the video that Philly Golden Teacher has. So there's just so many things, so many ways to get started with mycology. And the more that it's shared around the community, people like you who didn't knock 90 Second Mycology and talk shit. It's like if you just share the awesome things, you're going to see that it's awesome. There's so much you can do.
There is so much you could do, and you're also a great person, man. I think that comes with like any community or anything, so to speak. As far as like, there's always going to be the elitist, right? That's like, if you're
Right.
not, you're not meta, bro.
And the
As far,
gatekeepers too. The
yeah,
gatekeepers that figure out how to be an awesome vendor for, grains or substrate, and they don't want to share it with someone else who might also want to get into that. And,
and
a lot of
what I
people
say to
will
that is, I feel like the only way to do that is just to, build yourself in the community first. Um,
yeah,
I feel like
that's how a lot of people
building.
start.
That's it. That's how I started. How much substrate I sent out, so many grain bags I've sent out just for people to like try out and do all that shenanigans.
Right, yeah.
But it's all worth it, and I love to see all my friends succeed with my products. It's kind of cool, friends or not necessarily even friends, right? But they're just you're just helping somebody out. I like to consider you all my friends, though.
Exactly. I like to feel the same way. Once I'm up and running again, I've got so much stuff that's colonizing and I've just got grain bags out the ass. It's like, hey, I want to do more giveaways. I'm so appreciative of the people that took the time to sign up for my Patreon, even though, I was in the middle of having the baby and in the middle of moving to the new house. And then now that the YouTube channel's gone, which was the big traffic driver for 90, besides Reddit. Um, it's just the support's been just crazy. So I want to keep the support going. I don't want to let the patrons down because we all know there's a lot of people you can see on your Patreon account who cancels, and it's like, oh damn, another one, another one, another one. But the good thing about my Patreon now, whatever update Patreon did, and I was talking to PGT and his wife about this. We don't know yet, I think it's because my Patreon is not set for 18 plus. My Patreon is open to everybody. So there's an option to like follow, become a patron for free. So you don't have to join any of the tiers yet, and you can still see free posts that I make. And then if I finally post something that might entice you to join, which with every tier that I have, the Discord access is included to the private Discord. So if you're a free patron, you're still going to be able to follow me and stay updated. But if you want to join at least the lowest tier, you can get into the private Discord server. And that's what I just think is cool
Yeah,
about
man.
Patreon.
What dude, what got you into mycology? What got you
You know, it was when I was younger, when I was a teenager. I'm 31, I'll be 32 in March. When I was a teenager, I was getting into psychedelics after smoking weed all the time. Weed was the gateway to other psychedelics. So I always had that drive to be like, why can't we make this ourselves? And then it turns out you can't really like lay acid in your kitchen. So the next best thing was being able to grow mushrooms. So the first flush I ever grew was back in like 2015. I brought this up on other live streams and recordings. 2015, it was a PF Tech in a jar with brown rice flour, and I did just the in vitro with a plastic bag over it and got a few mushrooms. And eating those mushrooms, even though I think it came out to be less, it was like, standard 3.5 or whatever, maybe around 4 grams. I only did like 2 grams and it blew me away. And at that point, I was like, whoa. Just like when you grow and cook your own food at home, it's so much different than whatever the crap is that you bought from somebody random and who knows what
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
Even if you get like the
So,
little basil plant from like Home Depot.
yeah. And I've always been into gardening, horticulture, botany, and stuff like that. So growing mushrooms just became like a natural step for me. I'm like, this is awesome. And mushrooms grow so much faster than any other plant. And it's like you want to keep seeing results, you're going to keep getting mushrooms. It's so easy. So I was
Yeah,
just hooked after that
dude,
because
that's
of the
cool.
psychedelics.
That's really cool. Man, it's good. That's cool to hear. It's always cool to hear somebody's story of like how they got into doing this fun little hobby.
I know I like stories like that, and I like stuff like behind the scenes stuff of movies and all that stuff, like how things start, just like I'm obsessed with abandoned places. Like, what was the history of that abandoned shopping plaza over there? What happened to it? Stuff like that. It's
Do
really
you ever
interesting to
do
me.
like the urban exploring whenever you get
Yeah,
to? That's cool, man. I've
we'll have to
never
do that
done that.
around Florida because we're both in Florida. We got to find some bandos.
Yeah, dude, we gotta link up one of these days, man. I'd be down. Um,
Yeah, I've been
we're not
wanting
really
to.
too far from each other.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not that far because Drew from Annihilate the World comes down here. He goes over to Christmas, Florida, and hunts for the wild prints to put up on the website. So one day we all got to meet up,
That would be
find our own
cool.
wild cubes, and get our own prints up there.
We got to get some land races. Yeah, the 90 and the Fung Straight. The
That would be
92nd and the
so
Fung
sweet.
Straight land race. It's cool how the DEA finally claimed that like spores are federally legal.
Yeah, I want to know how long that's going to take to finally make its way around because the states, what is it, Georgia, Idaho, I can't remember them all, California, are they going to open up to this and let the spores be sold openly?
I mean, if it's federally legal, then I don't know how that works, but shouldn't they have to allow it at that point?
I don't know. I thought the states could still,
Oh yeah,
how it's federally,
I don't
the
know.
weed is federally illegal and the states can still say, hey, we're going to smoke it.
Yeah, true.
But the feds can still come in and bust everyone when they really, when they want to make a hassle out of it. Otherwise,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
I thought it was,
excited for what it holds. Like the beginning of 2023, I did a live stream, which that's the one thing is my live streams are gone because I didn't save those from YouTube. Those were done on YouTube and uploaded right to YouTube. There's only like two left that are watchable on my Rumble profile because I was cross-posting my YouTube to Rumble. And now I'm noticing those are slowly dropping off as the feed from YouTube is updated, and they're like, "This thing's gone." So, um, a lot of that stuff is just I don't know. It's upsetting every time I talk about it.
Let's try to not. Let's try to talk about other things then. What about what about
Yeah, for
what
sure.
about little like expos, bro? I know you got everything going on. You just moved and you got the family famine and you going to any expos? You're trying to go to any expos this year?
Oh, that's I think about it all the time. Yeah, for sure. The problem with that is just trying to get time off of work. Um, the Oklahoma Mushroom Festival that just happened, that was big and awesome. And Jacob sent me a big, huge care package of just flyers and stuff from the. It felt like I actually attended it. Everything he sent me, it was awesome.
You did, dude. You
Oh,
did
the
smart.
what is the next one? Entheogen Expo.
Yeah, dude.
It- That'd be awesome to be able to go to.
I'm going to that for sure. Got the tickets and everything. Dude, there's gonna be a bunch of people out there.
I
It's
know.
gonna be a good little time.
There was another one too. What was it? Oh, Meat Delic. Was that in Nevada?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah, I
There's
think
so
that
many
was.
events. Is that something that you heard of?
Yeah, Meat Delic. I think it happened 2 years ago now because Garrett from Unicorn Bags was going to bring me out there, and it was just the timing was I couldn't get off work. I've got a dog and a cat. Back then, I had to have to pay to board them, get their shots updated. It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, but Garrett, I don't think he works with Unicorn Bags anymore. He quit. Now he does his own thing. Plastic eating fungi on Instagram.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you still worked with what you call it unicorn anymore. He
Yeah, no, he's not anymore.
they changed a lot when they got the new owners.
Yeah. That's a
Uh
part of it is companies like that, they run a lot of the mushroom industry. They've got their proprietary recipes for plastic bags, and now when you think of a mushroom grow bag, it's pretty much only Unicorn brand.
yeah, I mean for the most part there's like a couple other like brands, but I mean I've tried a handful of bags and I ended up going back to unicorn actually. They like I think they got their quality control up better, or maybe they started using like a better resin or something because the bags are um, like back to like unicorn quality bags. I'd say back when we started, right?
Yeah, I never had problems with Unicorn. I've tried those cheap ones with the circular filter from China. Those would always melt and blow out.
Yeah, I had some from Japan that blew out on me, like 16 of them in my when I was like pressure cooking grains, and I was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, see? It's like we get what we pay for. That's true every time.
In quantity, yeah, quality. I mean, quality over quantity, right? I think there's some things that you can cheap out on, like, but like, there's also some things you can't. Like, one thing I refuse to cheap out on is toilet paper.
For sure. Have you seen in the stores there are these new essentials. It'll be like Charmin Essentials, Bounty Essentials with a big yellow packaging. And they go, it's cheap and strong. So it's like, what are they doing to it to lower their price, but also keep it strong? I've tried the toilet paper, tried the paper towels. It's not the same as the main name brands. It's like you need the good stuff.
It's
So I don't know
probably
what
like
they're doing to their product.
particle board, but like paper,
Probably.
bunch of scraps,
So
just
have you
mixed.
been having any issues on Instagram with stuff you post? Like, are they flagging your stuff at all?
No, I was shadow banned for like 3 plus years, and I've had to redo my account so many times. I think I stopped posting anything pretty much about fruits, um,
Yeah,
even when it comes to like gourmets, like any kind
I
of
know.
mushroom. Um, I don't know. I'm just trying to hit the algorithm. I think right now the reels are in seven to
Yeah,
10 second reels. Like if you were to take a photo and post it, and you were to take that same post it or photo and then post it as a 7 second reel, you would get more likes
Right.
merely because of the algorithm.
So many
But
people are sitting there scrolling their reels like TikTok, and they'll come up.
yeah, man. I mean, I do it. I do it myself. I s- I need to like scroll less. It's addicting.
I know, right? I'll have a minute at work. I'll open Instagram, check the notifications, check the DMs, which there's a bunch of them I got to catch up on. Then I just suddenly end up on Reels scrolling through the videos. But early on,
Later.
um, the middle of last year, we kind of realized like, yeah, we can kind of post stuff on Instagram as long as we don't use hashtags. Because it seems like if you use hashtags, people scroll the hashtags. And if they see something, they report it. Because I did stuff, yeah, like hashtag psychedelic, hashtag magic mushroom, stuff like that. My account was immediately getting flagged with post deleted. So it's like they're looking out for that metadata, which I
Oh, dude,
kept
I've
all of
never
that
used
clean.
hashtags
Yeah,
ever.
don't use hashtags on Instagram.
I've never. I don't think I've ever used hashtags on that account.
Same
Um,
with YouTube. I kept all the metadata clean. I don't know if my website itself started to become like flagged or something. I don't know. Because the reason why my channel was deleted was for uh, sale of regulated and illegal goods, as well as harmful and dangerous content. And it was like, what? And of course, they didn't want, the appeal took 30 minutes to go over what, 80 videos that some of them are 2 hours long. So it's a big battle.
yeah, man, it's a battle, but you're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. The community has been supporting you, an immense amount, it seems. And
Yeah, I'm thankful for it.
myself included, I'm sharing all the posts I can. We're trying to, rebuild that following.
Yeah, I'm
It
thankful the
sucks. You
Instagram
gotta
is
keep
still
on
there.
keeping on, right? Exactly, like you said. I
Yeah,
like your
people want to go.
really snazzy.
Oh yeah, this is the live stream setup, which again, most of them are gone now, which is very upsetting. I'll have to redo them. I think the two left on Rumble, one of them was the one I did with Mycotrophic, and then the other one was with Garrett when he was still with Unicorn Bags. But like I said, as the Rumble feed updates that was connected to YouTube, like one by one, the videos are starting to roll off. So, whole new
Well,
system I'm working on. Get everything back up, except the live streams are gone. So this is the first. I know it's not live. It won't be live for everyone else. We're live together, but this is the new setup. This is how it's going to be.
well, I like the setup, man. Like the setup. Looking primo.
That's
Um,
how I like to do it. That's the 90 way.
I wish we could see the full thing. I guess we can't right now on the screen. But he's
I
got
don't know, maybe if you can expand it on your side, because
the
I'm not sure how this software works. If if it records like the video feed or your
I
screen
don't know. Yeah,
recording.
I'm gonna try to like minimize it for a second in the video just so you guys can see what he's got going on. If you can see, we got the Uncle Ben's bags, we got the
Oh
mushroom,
yeah,
the '90s
yeah, there we go. Dollar
mycology.
Tree. We got the Walmart brand with the blue. Everything's reversed. I'm trying to
It all
this
looks
post
good.
this the tapestry was in my original live, so I'm trying to just get it all back here
Love that tapestry, man. That's some proper festival vibes.
for sure. Mrs. 90 got it, I think, off of one of the Chinese slave labor apps like Temu or I think it was Shein. I can't remember. I try to forget about where it came from. Unfortunately, that's just how things are in America.
Man, I feel like yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on in the world, man. It's kind of crazy,
Oh,
but
that just made me think. A lot of people with mushroom production, the plastic waste, with the unicorn bags and stuff. It's
yeah,
like
I agree.
yeah.
So
I
there's
don't know
always
what we can do.
sorry to
Same with
interrupt.
these rice bags. Oh, the plastic waste, but it's like it's already been made, and one person boycotting or even 100 people boycotting is not going to stop these companies from producing plastic and stuff. There's just really nothing we can do.
Yeah, man. I know. I kind of hear that the plastic. we were just using a bunch of plastic. Even if people were like, realistically, if people were reusing their bags, which I feel like a lot of people aren't. I could be wrong, but I doubt a lot of people are reusing their bags. Uh, there's always been like the argument of like monotubs create more waste. Um, and at least that's what it's been recently, that monotubs
Yeah,
create more
especially
waste.
people
People
who use liners with
bag.
monotubs. It's the same thing, you're still using that plastic.
Yeah,
And the people,
I'm a liner user. I'm a pro
that's the
liner.
only way to do it. Yeah. I mean, in my videos, when I just throw stuff together, I won't use a liner because you don't have to, but it becomes a pain in the ass to harvest.
Yeah, it's the worst. And then it
And it
also
just,
just messes up the grow because it puts all the energy into the side of the bin via the microclimate that's created from the cake and the
yeah,
inside
where
of
it
the
needs to
bin.
be on the top.
Exactly. So that's for anybody who doesn't know why. That's why we use liners, because the liner hugs the cake and then it allows the cake as it shrinks to put the energy onto the top of the cake and flush coming from the top rather than from the sides and the bottom. And then that's how we get side pins and bottom pinning.
It has nothing to do with blocking the light. Remember that? That's how that started. It had to be black. Oh, paint your tub black. It's not gonna
Dude,
do anything.
I painted my tubs black. I painted a lot of the tubs black, and I realized
Right.
it did nothing. I spent hours doing it. I was like, "This is going to be the greatest
I
thing
know.
ever."
Yeah, that's like back in the shroomery days.
Yeah, man. Do you still use Shroomery?
I'll browse it every now and then because there is some of the text that everyone uses now, they came from Shroomery. So there's some good stuff on there, some bad stuff. I like to go on there and just see how many people hate on 90s stuff. It's just funny. When
Uh,
there's like I said earlier, there's so many success stories with no pressure
I
cookers
feel
and
like you can easily focus on the negative, right? And it's like, but like I would just focus on the positive, man. I feel like there's going to be haters all around everywhere. I have haters. Everybody has haters, and you just take it with love because if somebody's talking realistically, if somebody's talking that doo doo, right? Uh, to like 10 people, that's now 10 people that have heard of your company. And it could be some like absolute nonsense, right? And if those 10 people have a mind of their own, they can actually do, the research and look them up yourself. Uh, so, yeah, I mean, what
yeah, I
ifs?
agree. It's just, it's funny. It's funny to see how people hate.
Yeah, but it's also like really great to see how much people love, man. You have, you freaking teach the world how to grow. You're working full
Literally,
time
yeah, if
job.
I
You got the fam with the fur babies and the baby. You
yeah,
know
the
what I
the
mean?
the job too, and it's like, yeah, if I looked at my old YouTube analytics, it was people from all over the world watching this stuff. It was really cool to see. So just have to rebuild that. YouTube is its own thing. And 90 is always going to be available at my website, 90secondmycology.com. And if you go to 90secondmycology.com/links, you can jump to platforms and contact methods. You'll see everywhere I'm at. TikTok, Twitter, X, um,
We love them.
the Rumble. I'm going to make the Odyssey.
And
The
we'll
list
put
goes
all
on.
that in the description of the video. All the
Yeah,
well, if not all the links, most of the links. And yeah, you can go support 90 and help him continue to make great content and all that good stuff. But I mean, dude, I wanted to ask, when you're not, I guess, do you like what do you like to do when you're not doing mycology? Is there any foraging up by you?
well, where I moved in Florida, I'm still
I guess that's
considered
mycology.
central. Yeah, I'm still considered Central Florida, and there's some swamps and swampy areas I think I've been looking into. There's a lot more cow pastures and stuff too where I'm at, and it's like I don't know if this stuff's private property or not. I got to do some research because I really do want to go out and look for stuff. But other than that, like it's the same thing as most people. I got some video games in there when Mrs. 90 and I we want to sit down, relax, watch movies, video games when the baby's sleeping. Um, Here we're in Florida. Go to the theme parks.
Oh
Tons
yeah.
of outdoor stuff to do in Florida.
What are you watching? What are you watching when you're wait, is it just
Oh,
movies?
yeah. So we'll watch, whatever's big on Netflix and or whatever. We've been wanting to go out to the theaters and watch new stuff, but lately, for some reason, I'm catching back up on Moonshiners on Discovery Plus. You ever watch
Yes,
that show?
I've seen a few episodes, man.
It makes you
I've
just
always
want to
liked it.
like. It just feels like they're making moonshine, but it just feels like mushroom stuff as well. They got the grains. It's all, bootlegging, making huge batches of moonshine, and it's so funny to watch this stuff. So yeah, I'll watch
Dude,
reality TV.
it's funny that you mentioned that because sometimes, like one time, somebody asked me, they're like, "What are you brewing?" Because they saw a bunch of grains, and I was like, "I'm not." Let me sit down. Let
I've
me
seen,
explain.
yeah, some of your videos out. So you're in your garage, in your driveway. The
Yeah,
neighbors just come like, "Hey, what? Why does it smell like feng straight over here?"
just tell them how it is. We keep it going.
Tell them to go to fengstraightco.com.
We got they could if they want. I got actually. Speaking of, I got fengstraight.com. I finally got it. I think it was like a few months ago when whoever owned it, I guess
Let it,
let it go,
yeah.
and I finally purchased it. So I should make that my main website. I already attached fengstraight.com to go to Fengstraight Co. So I guess it's the same thing, anyways.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you want to keep that.
Dude, it's crazy how expensive domains are. Some of
Yeah,
them,
they used to be pretty cheap. They used to be, but now if you want to keep it secure as well, like if you're using a website like yours where you're taking orders, payment processing and stuff, where it could easily be breached and someone can take all that, it's a whole nother thing. Everything's evolving.
yeah, we're all evolving, man. We're continuously evolving. That's it. And then we're like, hey, that's we garden and evolve.
That's right.
Dude, there's got to be some
But
chanterelle spots up by you though, because there's some
yeah,
down by me. So we should find those.
there's another thing too, along with the foraging, is there's a lot of like farmers markets, flea markets and stuff that happen around me on the weekends. And I'd love to start up like another persona of just gourmet stuff and make networking people where we can all finally figure out the best spots in Florida to go forage, whether it's gourmet, cubensis or anything else out there that we have growing right here in our backyards, maybe.
Yeah, man, almost like an iNaturalist kind of deal.
Yeah, because
I
you're
haven't
up
learned to
north, aren't
use that
you?
yet. I'm sorry,
You're North Florida, aren't you? You're up north.
south.
Oh, you're south.
I'm about like
So
about an hour and some change away from you.
yeah, so I probably moved a little closer to you now.
Really?
We'll have to talk about it. We'll have to talk about it off the
Yeah,
cast later.
definitely, man. I'm down. That's for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Uh,
yeah, like this too, everyone with the mushroom podcasts and stuff, it's awesome to see different avenues that we're all coming up with now to sit down and hang out, and everyone's got their own different ideas and the flow of things. And the more that it reaches the masses, the better, because like cannabis has its own niche industry. Same thing with the online profiles, and now the mushrooms are just kind of like emerging now. People are
dude,
waking up and
I was speaking about that with Basidium Equilibrium. I think it was like
yeah,
yesterday or 2 days ago, and it was just more so the fact of like how we as our companies have to like now branch out, right? I feel like phase one was whatever we did to like build ourselves to this point. Now we're on to like the next phase of business, where it's like now we need to like venture out into different avenues, so to speak. Um, and also with me understanding it's the time of social media, we really got to be banging
yeah,
out social media stuff. It's I feel like it's inevitable.
the
um,
content. It's all everyone's got to just content every day.
my
That's all it is
friend
now.
my friend Catherine told me, she was like, we're record everything because people will watch it. And it's like, it's so
Right.
true. There's going to be someone
Yeah.
out there that will watch your like 45-minute video of me, like, or like my video of me like fumbling plates and shit.
Stealing the bags over and over, like the one shop ad on your page is.
Yeah,
But like we
man.
said, we're just scrolling, man. Everyone's scrolling, and we're gonna watch it. That's all it is.
I know. It's satisfying to watch as well, right? It's like it's just enough time to like I almost feel like that time frame is like just enough time to like give you like the serotonin of the scroll, like that like satisfaction.
Yeah,
And
like the dopamine hit of like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh that's funny.
then you're just
Yeah, I know.
scrolling, just getting dopamine hits all friggin' day.
Yeah, we've been trying, like, okay, we were thinking the whole time when Miss Baby 90 was born, like, let's limit her screen time, but it's inevitable. There's screens everywhere.
We need to bring back the old days, at least where like McDonald's had like Nintendo 64. There were still screens, but they weighed like 800 pounds.
Right, yeah, the old CRTs.
Dude,
Read more books too.
yeah, for sure. But I feel like I'm guilty on that side. I don't really read much. Do you read much?
Well, I used to a lot, but now, yeah, there's just if I'm not editing a video or doing something with mushrooms, that I'm spending time with the family or I'm at work, and it's like the hobby side of everything now has kind of gone down, which is normal when you have a baby, because we have Mrs. 90 at home with the baby right now. So I'm just the one working and doing stuff while we all just kind of keep the family relaxed. So, but I used to love to read all the time.
What'd you read when you did?
It was mostly like, so I'm into like true crime, and I would love like the crime mystery novels. It'd be fiction and nonfiction. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and my mom, when I was younger, got me this whole set of like true Cleveland crimes over the years from like the 1800s on up. So I'd read stuff like that all the time.
That's cool, man. Do you like to watch like does that translate to the shows and stuff? Do you like to watch the true crime shows and all that?
Oh yeah, I listen to true crime podcasts and stuff too. It's just interesting how just what these people do. And you're like, really, you did that? Or you were dumb enough to do this and get caught? Just the how their mind works, like what made you do that?
Dude, I feel like we're all unique. We're all unique in our like own human way.
Yeah.
People just think differently, I guess, right?
Yeah, because you can think of consciousness as like, okay, we're human. Some people like to say consciousness is coming from one source, but it's split up subjectively. And it's like, okay. Or there's the other theory that each person's brain produces the consciousness individually from the start. So it's like, which theory do you prefer? And the brain kind of helps shape the way somebody is. Okay, this just made me think of something. One time, I used to order shit off the dark net. The
Uh-oh.
and it was
Uh-oh.
this
Keep the
guy got
mood
busted.
moving.
His name was Trip with Science, and he just got busted, and it was revealed that it was fake. It was the synthetic four four whatever DMT, the synthetic psilocybin. Anyway, I ordered that crap all the time, and I would take a full vial of it. This was when I was getting into figuring out how to grow it myself. Took a full vial of it, and like I'm scrolling at the time Facebook on a desktop computer because the smartphones didn't blow up yet. And like I saw an early meme while I'm tripping on the mushrooms, I'm like, oh shit, got the music going. And this meme was one of those memes about, hit the blunt and you sit there and it's like, dude, the brain is the only organ
I
that
know that.
named itself. Yeah, and then it just my body flooded with these tingles like, holy shit, it's so true. And like I went into this peak of the truth. It was just
That's
thinking
a high
about it. If
moment
someone was
indeed.
watching me, it was but yeah. The whole story leads up to that meme, yeah. The brain is the only organ that named itself. So it's just
That's
it's
hilarious,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
It's those moments. It's those moments that like that are really freaking valuable. Those little high moments. That's how I came up with the feng straight. I was like Tony Baloney had just smoked a doobie, and I was like, everybody sells substrate, but we all grow fungus in it. So nobody sells funstrate.
Yeah. Right. That's how well I came up with 90-second mycology because I was like, I got back into it when it was starting to blow up again. And one of the live streams that disappeared was I did a live stream, the history of indoor magic mushroom cultivation, starting from Mexico in the 50s up to PF Tech and then the 90-second rice bags. So I'm like, oh, this is blowing up. Let me try it. And I was in the kitchen about to inoculate another bag, and I saw the 90 in the microwave on the bag. And I'm like, well, there we go, 90-second mycology. And it's so funny how it turned into video content, and people thought it was about mycology videos that were 90 seconds long. So when they're finding my videos on YouTube and they're like 2 hours long, they're like, dude, what the hell? Get to the point. It's been 2 hours. I'm like, it has nothing to do with the videos being 90 seconds long. So that became like a meme in the 90 community of like, number one is the number one comment I always got was, do you have to cook the rice? Which is no, it's already pre-cooked and sterile. It's just you're warming it up in the microwave. And number two was this video is longer than 90 seconds.
That's funny,
But
man.
everything has an origin story like that.
That book, Welcome to Psilocybin. Um, that
Oh yeah.
that is a 90. It's like based off of doing like Uncle Ben's tech 90-second mycology stuffs. It's a solid book, man. It's a solid book to get started and going. If you want to grow via no pressure cooker methods. But it
Yeah, I
also
want
gives
to
you
get
good
into more.
information.
I want to build my mushroom book collection, so I definitely have to pick that one up.
Dude, it's solid. It's on Amazon. And I think it's like what, like 20 or 30 bucks.
Yeah. I miss having physical copies of stuff too to read because everything now is on a screen. So it's like, oh, buy the ebook, ebook, ebook. And like I get you can sell ebooks and keep them updated for people, but also having just like a physical book is nice to just hold and read.
Yeah, just in case, your ebook dies or something.
Right.
Oh man. Do you so yeah. Um 90-second Mycology, we're gonna we're gonna put all your stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Let's link it. Yeah.
we're gonna do all the links and stuff in the description of the video, man. Um, do you have anything you want to let the crowd know before
Yeah,
we?
I'm glad, like I said before, I'm glad everyone's coming up with these podcasts and just different avenues because some people might be fans of other people that have never heard of someone else. So as we're all coming together, if you've never checked my stuff out, I've got a few things on Patreon. I'm gonna re-upload this stuff to other avenues, streaming sites. Um, but my just stay updated at my main website, 90secondmycology.com. But also check out on Reddit the Uncle Ben subreddit. It's reddit.com/r/Uncle Ben's. And that's where you'll find, like, if you're brand new, Shroom Scout started that subreddit back in like 2021 or 2020, or maybe no, maybe it was 2019. I already forgot. It's been, it's all kind of blended together,
Guys,
but everything's there. So keep that stuff in mind.
no, you hear it, guys. You heard it from the man. And yeah, like I said previously, we're gonna have all that stuff, all those links and fun things in the description of the video. 90. I want to say, dude, thanks for coming on the cast, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me because there's only one way to get the word out there with everyone is to talk to everybody individually and just, we want to blow up the Funcast because you started the YouTube channel, which is where I saw some of the earlier streams.
Yeah,
Subscribe to the
man.
Funcast on YouTube.
Subscribe to Funcast on YouTube. We're on Spotify as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Spotify.
and it's been really fun just doing all these episodes, getting to talk with the homies like yourself. Just chatting about some things, chatting a little bit about Myco, chatting a little bit about
Yeah,
not
every little
Myco.
thing.
basically as if we're just chatting in like the Instagram voice messages, but now it's just a
Right, yeah, everyone does. Yeah, back and forth with everybody. Like, yo, dude.
it's like the old Nextel days.
Oh yeah,
But
little
yeah,
chirp.
buddy, I wanted to say thanks, man. I think gonna wrap up this episode.
Yeah, for sure. And we can always do it again. I'm gonna pop around everywhere pretty
Yeah,
soon
dude,
as
I
I'm
would love to
starting to
have you
get
on
back up.
another time.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, I just um, got a bunch of grains and substrate to make and stuff, and just
yeah,
want to say thanks. Thanks for coming on, and much love, bro. We gotta. I'll chat to you, or I'll call you about meeting up so we can, get
yeah.
together,
We have to work on that. That'd be sweet.
get some lunch
But
and
yeah,
or
one
something.
last thing. Go to 90secondmycology.com/funkstraight, and you get 5% off with code 90SM. There we go.
There we go. And we're going to end it on that. Thank you so much, guys. Much love. High fives and positive vibes. Peace.